Thanks for joining us this morning. We're here to share an update on the homicide that occurred on Friday, July 5th in West Lincoln. First, we want to express our condolences to the family and friends of the victim, 25-year-old Francisco Javier Alves of Lincoln. Our hearts go out to his loved ones during this difficult time. 20-year-old Javion Creighton of Lincoln is in custody for the death of Alves. He was arrested on Saturday, July 6th and lodged in the Lancaster County Jail for first-degree murder and use of a firearm to commit a felony. On Friday, Lincoln police were dispatched to the Russ's parking lot at 1520 South Coddington Avenue on report of gunshots. A second caller reported a man, later identified as Alves, was found near South Folsom and West A Street suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He was taken to a hospital where he died later. During the investigation, investigators interviewed witnesses and reviewed surveillance video from the scene. That video showed the victim meeting with suspect in the parking lot where the two sat in the victim's white pickup truck. That's where the shooting occurred before Alves ran from his vehicle. Witness statements and electronic evidence determined that the victim was meeting the suspect to deliver marijuana in the parking lot. Alves ran to a maroon Jeep that had arrived in the parking lot and held on to the driver's door as it drove away. He let go near the intersection of West A and South Folsom, where witnesses later found him. He was located with a fully loaded 9mm handgun that was on safe and no live round in the chamber. Creighton exited Alves's vehicle and drove off in a silver Jeep, the same vehicle he arrived in. Crime scene investigators found a bullet hole in the driver's door of Alves's truck and determined the firearm was fired from inside the vehicle in the direction of the driver's seat. A spent 9mm handgun casing was also found on the pavement outside of the vehicle, and a single slug was found on the ground that was consistent with a .40 caliber handgun. The maroon Jeep also had a single bullet hole in the driver's door. After investigators identified Creighton as the suspect, he was located near the intersection of North 25th Street and Holdridge in Lincoln on Saturday, July 6th, and he was taken into custody without incident just before 7 p.m. A search warrant conducted at his residence found live rounds that matched the calibers found at the scene, as well as a handgun magazine. The investigation is continuing with digital evidence review and witness interviews. Those with information can call our non-emergency number at 441-6000, and if you'd like to remain anonymous, you can always call Crime Stoppers at 402-475-3600. We do not believe there is an ongoing threat to public safety, and we do appreciate the diligent work of our officers, our investigators, and the SWAT team for their efforts to bring this investigation to a swift conclusion with the arrest.
So you have a lot of potential witnesses to talk to?
Yeah, there was a fair number of people in the parking lot there that night, and so we're still looking to identify some of those people.
Where was Alves shot?
I don't have all of those details right now. An autopsy is being conducted currently, actually.
But shot more than once?
Yes, shot more than once.
Were you able to recover any marijuana or money?
We were able to recover a significant amount of marijuana, yes.
Can you say how much?
Not at this point, no.
Any money that you found?
Not that I recall, no.
So in essence, was this a drug robbery?
I don't know that we can say that it was a drug robbery. It was certainly, the intention was there to, at least it appeared as if it was going to be a drug deal of some sort. But certainly with Mr. Creighton leaving, I mean, he certainly could have had money with him and it just didn't stay there, so.
So Mr. Creighton didn't have the marijuana at the time when he was arrested?
Correct.
It was found inside of the other vehicle?
Yes.
Were there any other weapons found in the other vehicle?
No.
How many shots were believed to have been fired? Just one?
We believe multiple shots were fired. I don't have an exact number yet, though we're still looking at that.
But in the car, like when, because he got shot in the car, correct?
Yeah, I would say at least one round.
One round in the car?
At least, yes.
Okay.
And at the time of the shooting, how many people, just, because, does that store close at 10? Is that when that?
I'm not sure what time it closes, but there was, a fair number of people there, and then you have adjacent businesses in the area there as well.
So was anybody else, close by in the line of fire that, at the time of the shooting might have also been in danger?
Certainly anytime bullets get fired in a fairly crowded area, anybody could be in danger. It could be a passing car, it could be somebody walking through. So, there are people that are potentially in danger, yeah.
Were Crane and Elvis familiar with each other at all?
Yes, we believe they were.
Who was the one that was attempting to deal the drugs, and who was the one attempting to purchase them?
At this point, we believe that Alvis was the one that was supplying the drugs.
Have either of these guys been on your radar at all, for any other types of crimes?
I don't know that I can really speak to that right now.
Could you, just wanna make sure, so when Craven got out of the car, he ran to another car, and that's the car he escaped in? The car that Alvis had, tried to get to the driver?
Creighton had returned back to his car after the shooting. Alvis had run to another vehicle and was holding onto the driver's door of that vehicle as it drove away.
And can you repeat the citation, what you cited him for?
First-degree murder and use of a firearm to commit a felony.
Can you spell the victim's name, please?
Yes, Francisco, Francisco, and Alvis is Alvis.
And is there Javier in there as well?
Yes, Javier, Javier, middle name.
And is that his middle name?
I believe so.
Okay.
Were either of these men believed to be gang affiliated in any way?
That I'm not aware of, no.
And, we just recently had another, stabbing death. So you always ask this, but is Lincoln still safe?
Well, I think certainly overall Lincoln is a safe community to live in. These things tend to be kind of isolated events that occur, so.
So, there's still other suspects believed to be involved in this crime, still that haven't been arrested yet?
I don't know that there's other suspects. There's other people that we'd like to talk to.
Okay.
But there was nobody else in either Mr. Creighton's car or the other?
There was nobody else in Alvis's car, and we're still trying to determine if somebody else was in the other vehicle.
Thank you, Captain Miller, we appreciate it.
Thank you.